Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Today is Saturday, April 4th, 2026. Lots of stuff to talk about this week. I wasn't here last week. I took a little spring break. But it's pretty typical spring weather up here, except not really. It's pretty dry. But we've had yesterday was like, man, horrible, windy, just low 30s. Every time I went outside, I was just like, I ran right back in. It was pretty nasty, but a little bit of weather come through last couple of days. But man, we could sure use some fucking rain up here, some snow, anything. We'll take any kind of water that falls out of the sky because man, I would call it a catastrophic drought we're having. But it's not just here. I mean, it's all over the Western U.S. I hear it's even bad in Texas right now. Oh, pretty frightening considering the fire danger and the shortage of water. Lots of bad things going on. Oil prices are going up. Supposedly, though, Trump says the war in Iran is just about over with. I don't know how long was the Afghanistan war was supposed to last, but what else is going on this week? Well, we had April Fool's Day, and we have astronauts heading to the moon as we speak. I think that's the big story this week. They launched on April 1st, and I guess right now they're approaching the moon. What the hell? Oh. They're really going to the moon, but the interesting thing is they're not landing on the moon. Oh man, it's hilarious. They're flying all the way to the moon just to fly around. I guess it's like a 9-day trip. I think that's what he said. So they should be orbiting the moon tomorrow. And of course, they haven't shown us any real video. I mean, I've looked at some of the stuff, It looks the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life, man. They're just showing this. It's almost like the ship is being followed by a drone or something. I don't know. It almost looks like some drone is following it and filming it as they go. I don't know what's going on, how they're getting that footage. But apparently they've only sent back one photograph of the Earth so far. They can't just turn the camera around and show us video of the Earth. I don't know. The fuck is going on with that? No, they never show us any video of the Earth. And nothing really of the moon. They just show like the far away, like of a moon in the distance. And then just like, I don't know. It's like they purposely make it boring as fuck. So no one wants to watch it. And they tune into it. Da, 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 da. They're even playing some weird fucking music. And it's just showing that capsule, whatever, just supposedly flying through space. But it's really looks almost like a puppet show from the 60s or something. Those really bad 1960s special effects of sci-fi movies. It kind of reminds me of. Hey, Super Dwayne in the house. How you doing? Yeah, it's for real this time. They told us, man. Yeah, we're actually headed to the moon right now. You can believe it. We're really going to the moon. It's like they're trying real hard to convince us that they're really going to the moon, because they really are. But they're not going to land. See, They're just going to go around, make one circle around the moon and come back to Earth. Just to show that they can do it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if they're really doing that, what's the fucking point? You know, I don't think the Apollo ever supposedly just circled the moon and didn't land. They spent how many billions of dollars? Well, this will be the first time we can get really good photos and videos of the dark side of the moon. Yeah. So yeah, that's a big deal this week. Whew. Sure. And oh yeah, they did have a few problems. I guess their toilet backed up. Oh my God, that's the only thing we're hearing, is it? Yeah, they had some toilet problems and it smelled real bad in there. It's interesting though, right? Because the Apollo mission had some issues too, right? You know, it makes it more believable that they had some kind of technical difficulties on the way. You know, it makes it more exciting, more interesting, and more believable for the people. I mean, but why wouldn't the people believe it? You know, why would they lie to us? You know, you can believe them, man. They're NASA. Yeah. I can't wait to see, man, when they go around the moon. I guess tomorrow, maybe. And I don't know. Sometime here in the near future, they're gonna circle the moon and get some really nice photos of Uranus. And they're gonna wipe Klingons off Uranus on the way out as they circle your moon. Hey, Mr. Salveson, how you doing, sir? How are things over in the wild, wild west? Man, it's just... Today was like the first day we've had in a long time with perfectly clear blue skies. But it was chilly this morning. I went out and walked my dog. Oh, you caught some trout for dinner. Woo! Love fresh trout for dinner, man. That sounds like really good. Beautiful day over there, huh? Yeah, not a trail in the sky today, man. It is the most bluest skies I've seen. I think I've seen like one other day like this year, where there's just no cloud, nothing. But you know, it's not like the blue skies we used to have when I was a kid, man. So the sky has been permanently tinted. Had a drone up high above while fishing. Holy shit. That don't sound like fun. I don't like fucking drones, man. But no, I don't know how the hell they filmed that thing going to space, man. Maybe they got a telescope on Earth, or maybe they're filming it from a satellite or some shit. Maybe they have a drone that circles it and films it. I don't know. I don't know how they're getting that footage. But it sure don't look very fucking convincing. It really does look like a bad 60s sci-fi movie, man. Like they're not even trying, man. They're just fucking phoning it in. But you know what Elon Musk said? You know it's real because it looks so fake. Elon Musk actually said that, I think, about his own space program, SpaceX. I guess, you know, if you're a wealthy enough person, you can take a ride on a SpaceX into space. Costs you like millions of dollars. But yeah, some people, that's just, you know, they got that kind of cash to burn. Like that one episode where all them like 4 or 5 women all flew into space on SpaceX. That was really stupid. Katy Perry was one of them. Looks like one of those inflatable guys that move around outside stores. Inflatable drone or oh, I see the ones that go like this. Yeah. The drone look like that? So have you seen this any footage of the lunar mission? The Artemis 2? I think the actual spaceship is called Integrity. And yeah, I think the mission is the Artemis missions. I looked it up what Artemis means. It was the sister of Apollo, the goddess of the moon. And oh, what else is going on? Tomorrow is Easter. It is Easter weekend here. Just interesting that they're flying to the moon on Easter and they blasted off on April Fool's Day. You know, it's very interesting because the Easter is based on the full moon. I just recently discovered that. I never knew that before, but that's why every year Easter falls on a different day. Well, it turns out that it's the closest Sunday to the full moon in April. Artemis looked like that. Did it when it took off? I thought it just looked like a regular rocket ship, like the rockets from the 60s, or yeah, the ones that went to the moon before. Kind of looked similar. I think it's bigger though, man. It could carry more weight, supposedly. And yeah, they're getting ready to colonize the moon, I guess. I don't know why they're doing this. Just want a test, I guess. They spend cajillions of dollars on this test just to fly a rocket around them. Yeah. And then come back and safely land on Earth without bothering to land on Mars. I'd like to see. I guess, you know, their next mission will have to be landing on Mars or maybe sending machines down, robots and shit to like do the original work. Because I guess what their plan is, supposedly what their plan is they're going to send robots down to the space, to the surface, and they're going to build landing pads because, you know, they can land, because landing there now is like, they say there's like supposedly like 30 feet of dust. I don't know how if there's 30 feet of dust all over Earth, the moon, how the fuck did they land there the first time? Well, when they came down, their thrusters blew all the dust away. I don't know. It's really bizarro. But yeah, they say they figured out a way that they could take all that dust and turn it into concrete. And they said that there's ice on the moon that they can use to make rocket fuel and drinking water. Yeah, they got it all planned out, man. And yeah, they're going to use Earth, the moon, as a stepping stone to get to Mars. That's the plan. I mean, if it was all true and real, man, you know, that would be great. But I don't know. I mean, why should I doubt it, right? I mean, who am I to doubt with all these fucking motherfuckers? You know, if they say they're going to the moon in a rocket ship, I mean, why should I doubt their word? Jake, what are you barking at? It's barking at the wind, man. No. We went for a walk this morning, man. It was chilly. I didn't realize it when I first walked out. It was like, man, that wind just felt like nuclear winter. Yeah. Ugh. Even though I don't know, it hasn't, it wasn't really that cold. It was like 30 degrees maybe, but it felt like the North Pole because of the wind, man. That chilly, chilly wind that blows out of the north. But yeah, it was refreshing. I took a nice long walk, and yeah, I felt alive. Walking in that chilly wind with not enough clothing on. I just had a hoodie on, and I didn't have a fucking stocking cap on, a warm hat, so my ears got real cold. That's my weakness in the cold. My ears, man. My ears freeze up real fast, and it hurt. It's real bad, like this. Yeah, so yeah, it'll be interesting. I can't wait to see the new photos of the moon from the backside. But I'm sure they're not going to show. They did show some little bit of video, but it was like grainy and like, not fluid. It was like one frame and then another frame and then another frame. Like, they have all this goddamn technology in the world in 2026, right? But somehow they got a potato camera on the fucking Artemis spaceship. And they can't give us any real video of the Earth as they're flying away from it. I don't understand. You'd think that would be a very, they would be very proud to show that footage of them flying away from the Earth. I guess not. A live stream of it, They just showed one photograph. As far as I know, man, I haven't really, paid a lot of attention to it. I'm sure there's some geeks out there that are just like glued to their fucking computer monitors every waking minute of the day to watch this boring ass fucking supposed spaceship flying through space with some weird music playing. Why do they got to put music to it? And you read the comments, and man, everybody's just going crazy, man. It's not one comment of anybody going, this looks kind of flashy. Every comment is like, oh, wow, this is so great, wonderful. Yeah, so that just shows, man. Everybody believes it. There ain't no. So you can believe it's true. And that's all. I wish they were landing, though. I really do. That would make it much more interesting if they were actually fucking landing. But, they probably won't land for another 10 or 15 years until, they get the robots there building the robots are going to do all the work. They're going to build everything for the humans. I don't, by then they probably won't even need humans to complete their mission, right? Which is fine. I don't think humans should be in space, man. If it is real, if it is real, I don't think humans belong in outer space. I think we don't even belong in the ocean, let alone outer space. I've seen all them aliens movies, man. We don't belong in outer space, man. And yeah, I guess your whole body, it's just really bad for you, man. Outer space is not good for the human body because we're meant to be here on Earth, right? And regular 1G of gravity, which is like just Earth's gravitational force. But yeah, I mean, it would probably be fun and all to go to space. Not for me though. I would not be enjoying myself at all. I'm kind of claustrophobic like that. Don't like confined spaces. But yeah, lots of stuff going on, man. Fuck. I took my every 6 week trip to Walmart last week. Oh man, it's just depressing. I went to a different Walmart down by Denver, on the suburbs of Denver, kind of. Man, just depressing down there, man. You're walking around that place, and I mean, people look seriously fucking concerned. You can see concern on people's faces as they're looking at the prices of everything. And just like, yeah, you could tell people are fucking stressed out about the price of food right now, man. And of course, as always, the prices went up in 6 weeks, very noticeably. I think I buy almost the same thing every time I go there, and it's average like every 6 weeks I go, and every time it seems like I pay like at least $10 more for the same thing that I bought 6 weeks ago. It's insane, and everything just keeps going up. Everything. I just don't see how it's fucking that people are going to be able to survive at this rate much longer, you know. So, I know I'm looking at my situation like, goddamn, I got to do something, man, because at this rate, I'm not going to make it. At the rate of the cost of living and my income, it's not going to work for very much longer. You got to find a way to make more money. That's what it boiled down to. And it's not easy, man. As you get older and older, and like it's harder and harder to find a job. And there are less and less jobs. I mean, it's desperate situation, man. You can just see it. You can see it on people's faces, man, in the grocery store, as they're looking at the fucking prices skyrocket every time they go. Yeah, you know, the price of gas has gone up considerably. I think it hasn't hit its peak though, man. I think price of gas is gonna fucking go. I think at least $6 or $7 a gallon. If we're lucky, that's the highest it'll go. What is it now? Like last time I went, it was like $4.30 a gallon. And I guess there's some places around Denver where you can still find gas for like under $4 a gallon. Crazy. So yeah, not good. I'm not liking the economic situation at the moment. Not looking like a good times ahead. I'm just saying, thankful. I don't have a family to support, man. I don't know how people doing it, man. I can barely feed my dog, man. I don't see how. There'd be no way I could feed a couple kids. Even if I had a person that was working too, I don't see it. It's really, really, man, shit's tight. Yeah. I wish I had better news to talk about with that, man. Fucking. And then what do they do when things get bad? They raise everything on you, right? They raise your taxes. They raise your fucking insurance, like ridiculous amounts, like 25% in 1 year. Oh my God. You people are fucking vampires. It's the point where I know a lot of people right now that can't afford homeowners insurance. You know, they own their home. and they can't afford to insure it because they raise the rate so much. They just have to go without homeowners insurance. Just hope that nothing happens to their house, you know. And like, man, I can see that becoming a possibility for myself. Like, I'll have to see how much they want to raise my rates again, you know. Just be like, man, sorry, dude, I can't I'm gonna have to go uninsured, man. So either I pay you, and I can't eat. My luck, man. I won't keep my house insured, and then a couple weeks later it'll burn down and there'll be a fire. So yeah, shit's not looking real good, man. All these things I got to pay, just sucking. Like I said, there are a bunch of vampires sucking the life out of everybody. But fuck yeah, that's what's going on this week. Hopefully things will get better. You think? Yeah, Trump's going to put an end to all this shit. We're going to reopen up the Straits of Hormuz. Everything's going to be fucking honky-dory because of Trump. You know, he's gonna make a deal. I'm gonna make a deal. We're gonna end this war, you know, and America's gonna be the huge winner. We're gonna win, be such winners. Yeah, right. Him and his buddies are gonna win. You know, Trump said, you know, we're going to make a lot of money off these high gas prices. Yeah, you and your buddies are, but yeah, not the rest of us. No, that's hilarious. So yeah, what the hell else is going on? Shit, there's a lot going on, man. So excited about this moon mission, man. It's exciting stuff, man. They're circling the moon like the human race is circling the drain. That's what it reminds me of when they say we're going to circle the moon. Circle the moon. Just once too, man. They're not even going to orbit it a couple times. They're just going. I think they're just going right around and straight back. Yeah, that costs a lot of money. You know, that money to fly over there and then not even fucking land on the moon, gather a couple fucking space rocks, maybe show the proof of the former moon missions and just shut everybody up. Oh no, all those moon mission, all the evidence is buried in dust. No, but apparently you can still see. People claim that you can see the evidence of the Apollo landings from Earth with a telescope. You can still see that flag just sitting there stable. It's not waving. It's just sitting there straight out. And yeah, I guess you can still see the footsteps. And the tire tracks from that moon rover. You know, they say there's 30 feet of dust on the moon. I heard. And how the hell were they driving around in a fucking dune buggy? You know, the whole thing is. They say, oh, it costs so much money to take weight up into space, but they were able to bring a dune buggy up there, man. I guess it was a super lightweight, but I heard it was really made from a Jeep. So it had some fucking weight to it, I think. Then wait, It must have been electric, because yeah, there's no way you can run a fucking combustion engine on the moon. That would blow the whole thing out right there. Wait a minute. How the hell did you know oxygen there? Busted. Oh no, it was battery operated. Man, they must have had some hell of fucking battery technology, right? So, you know, how come they didn't have those kind of electric cars? It was real expensive. Probably, they would tell you that dune buggy cost $20 billion in 1960s money, which is like $180 billion today to build that dune buggy. That's how ridiculous it all is. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Everybody's excited. They're all excited to see the dark side of the moon. The dark side of the moon, baby. Yeah. There's nothing to see, folks. It's dark. Sorry. Couldn't see nothing, man, on the dark side. It's just fucking pitch dark, man. You can't see nothing on the dark side of the moon, man. I guess they had like a giant spotlight. They could like light it up, see what it looks like. But yeah, I understand. They actually went around the dark side of the moon in the Apollo missions, but yeah, they couldn't get no footage because it was too dark. Whatever pictures they got was just dark, nothing. So yeah, man, I really wish I could fucking 100% believe the whole thing is really real. You know, that would be so cool, man. If I could just believe in all the things that I used to believe in. Holy shit. It was great, man. I used to live in this wonderful fantasy world that when I used to believe all these things. Yeah. And then I was jaded by all this truther movement. I'm not saying all this shit ain't true. It could be. The Apollo missions might be as real as fuck. But, you know, I'm just a fucking jaded ass motherfucker that don't believe anything. You know? I don't believe that the fucking sun actually comes up in the morning, man. Even though I see it with my own eyes every day. It's all done by special effects. It's all fake. That's what I've heard people tell me before, because I tried to tell them that all these things were fake. And they're like, yeah, you think everything's fake. You probably think it's fake. When the sun comes up in the morning, it's fake. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do. It's all done with smoke and mirrors, baby. But yeah, it would be really cool to believe all that shit. Because there's a lot of cool shit that I found out, you know, that I used to really like believe in, and now I don't believe it anymore. It's kind of like does feel jaded. It was fun to believe in those fantasies, right? Like the Easter Bunny, because tomorrow's Easter. Yeah, well, you know, talk about the Easter Bunny on fucking Good Saturday, or yesterday was Good Friday. Yep, you could believe in the Easter Bunny or yeah, it's been a strange fucking year so far. I've come to terms with a lot of things that I never I knew it was going to be, shit would get bad sooner or later. But on the other hand, I'm surprised it hasn't gotten worse than this a lot sooner. I'm kind of surprised that it's taken this long to get this bad. I thought it would, by now, it would be a whole lot worse than it is. But it's still pretty fucking bad. Don't get me wrong; it's just still pretty fucked up. And yeah, it's going to get a lot worse. We've just seen the trajectory, right? Which way we're going, right? I don't think we've bottomed out yet. I don't think we hit the bottom of the chart yet. Who knows where that's going to be before things start getting better again. We haven't bottomed out yet. As they say in the financial markets, we're still trying to find the bottom so we could buy back in and ride it back up to the top. Yeah, I don't think a lot of us are going to see the bottom. Yeah, I think. And I was watching this interesting shit about the whole situation going on and the whole AI thing. It's unfucking believable, man. What AI is, I guess they recently had the No King's Day, and a buddy of mine told me he was down in Boulder, and like they had streets blocked off and shit. Yeah, he couldn't even go where he wanted to go because the whole fucking road was blocked off. So he had to go somewhere else. Yeah, because in Boulder is very, what would they call, liberal, like one of the most liberal cities in America, a small city, whatever. It's basically just a suburb of Denver. But it's very liberal, very and a lot of people got money in Boulder. So yeah, it's a weird place, man. There's a lot of government money in Boulder. There's a lot. You got a lot of those three-letter agencies, like NOAA and shit like that. There's quite a few government agencies that are in Boulder, so they pay people pretty well. So they plus they got the CU, and the professors get paid pretty well, So a lot of the professors at CU are, you might say, of the rainbow persuasion. They love their rainbow professors there. Put it like that. Yeah. I actually worked on one of their houses, man. God, I mean, I don't hate rainbow people, but man, they just do. I just don't like being around them, really, man. I don't go into it too much, but yeah. I know because I'm a you-know-what phobe. But no, not yet. I mean, I've met a few here and there that are decent. They're all right. I don't mind being around them, but others just kind of give me the creeps. I guess, it's a problem of mine. Well, yeah. It's like not much of a turnout here this evening. There we go. A little while longer, and then fuck it, we'll wrap it up. So I talked about all I can talk. I need some help, but it won't look like much is happening. Yeah, I think I covered all the bases, man. The moon launch on April Fool's Day. We got But I haven't talked much about Iran. Interesting situation there for sure. I don't know much about it really. Kind of not really, just not like wars in the past where everybody was watching it, like now it's like, I think Americans are so fucking war weary. Hey, Jorgen Becker, didn't miss much, man. Just, it's talking about everything going on. The moon mission. What else were we talking about? Mostly the moon mission and how it would be cool if it really was, if we could believe it. Yeah, that's what I think. Man. I want to believe in that kind of shit. I really do. I really wish it was real. I really wish, I'm not saying it's not real. I just really wish I could believe it. They're really cranking up the BS right now for some reason. Yeah, I would agree with that. But another interesting thing going on right now is the NHL, man. I love that, man. I've been following that real good. My Colorado Avalanche still top dogs. They beat Dallas today, so they knocked them down another peg. Hell of a game, man. I got to watch most of that game. It was great. But, yeah, low scoring game. They won 2-0 with an empty netter. But yeah, that's winding down. There's like the last 2 weeks. We're into the last 2 weeks of the season. Colorado is on top and playing really well, man. Today they looked like the Stanley Cup champions for sure. We'll see what happens. Should be great, man. That's the only thing I really enjoy anymore is NHL hockey. Only because my Colorado Avalanche are fucking doing so well this year. But no, I follow it almost every year. Sometimes I don't. But yeah, they are cranking up the BS right now, man. It's the timing of the whole thing, right? This moon thing. I don't know, man. Seems to me, but from what I've seen, I'm calling bullshit. And once again, they're not convincing me at all. But then, they're not here to try to convince me, man. Who cares what I think? Well, they don't like it when you doubt their official story. But it's just really weird that they would go to all this trouble to deceive people. It's really, really bizarre. So yeah, I'm not saying that the moon mission isn't fucking real. But I just don't believe it. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying I personally don't fucking believe it. You can believe what you want, man. I'm not telling you to espouse my thoughts, my ideas. Because I'm a bad American, man. I should believe whatever I'm told by the media. They're just trying to protect you and give you the information. Yeah. But yeah, I guess Trump's latest speech was like, yeah, we're getting ready to end this war with Iran. Why do they got to lie? They have no intentions of ending this war with Iran. It's just going to escalate, and that's what's going on. I don't know. You just say, like I said last time, it's hard to know what to believe. Because both sides are gonna fucking throw out propaganda, and it's like the propaganda nowadays It was really, really fucking weird, man. Like cartoons and shit made by AI. It's really fucking bizarre, man. Never seen anything like it. All these AI videos they're like supposedly Iran's putting them out. They're really fucking weird, man. Really, the whole AI thing, dude. Oh, God, I'm so sick of it. You know, you see things that you know, if you're not really, really careful in what you're looking at, you don't even realize you're looking at AI until like you read the comments. And like, oh fuck, I was just fooled by AI again. So it's getting so much better now that every day it gets more advanced, and it's like you can't tell if it's real or AI anymore. Hey, Mr. Dirt's in the house. We're doing in this bullcrap world. Yeah, we're doing our best, man. We're treading water. Just barely fucking keeping our heads above water, man. I don't know how much longer we can survive in this situation, but we're going to keep fucking treading water. Oh, cool, man. You sure are cranking up the BS, though. But they've always been cranking up the BS. But yeah, it's really gotten to a fever pitch, like unbelievable. Because all this AI and it's really, really. I knew that things would get weird, but I couldn't imagine this would be 2026. 10, 15 years ago, even 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years. 5 years ago, AI wasn't that big of a fucking thing. Just like in the last 5 years, it's taken over everything. For all you know, I'm AI right now. But why the fuck would they make it AI Eric Farmer? That doesn't make any sense. But none of it does. Who knows? Maybe I've always been AI. Wow, there's a fucking thought. Do you ever remember like the day you were born? No. Nobody remembers the day they were born, okay? But yeah, I remember the day that my earliest memory, right? That's all anybody can remember. Like, yeah, do you remember your earliest memory? Was that when your spirit actually came into your body? Maybe. I don't know. It's something I thought about. Maybe your spirit, your soul, whatever. It jumps from body to body. And then like all of a sudden one morning you wake up and you're there you are, man, your earliest memory in this life. It's an interesting theory, but some people really firmly believe in that we go through multiple lifetimes, and it's mostly not much fun. I've had a lot of good times in my life. Also had a lot of hard times, I'm sure as most people do, right? Everybody goes through fucking real bad times. Not everybody, if you're really lucky, you don't go through bad times. But I think most people do. Of course, we all gotta witness our loved ones dying, shit like that. We all go through fear and fucking pain and agony and fucking, yeah. I sure don't want to be born again. I wouldn't want to live this life a second time for sure. But anyways, enough of that. We got people that are trying to circle the moon right now. You think they care a goddamn about my problems? Fuck no. They're having the time of their lives. They get to fucking fly around the moon. See, So I knew my spirit entered me at 8. My first shot at Jack. I think I was like 3.5 years old, I think, somewhere around there. When I fucking I kind of like came into consciousness. But that's what they say. You do not remember your first 2.5 to 3.5 years of your life. I mean, everybody's different, but yeah, for some reason you haven't developed your mind enough to contain the memories is what I heard. Hey, Ken Rotman in the house. But yeah, your whole memory system hasn't developed yet, so there's no way you can remember it. I watched a video recently about this, about your earliest memories and how you don't remember the first 2 to 3 years of your life because that part of your brain is developing. Basically, your brain is building its hard drive to store all those memories, and it hasn't been developed for that time, or it's developing. So all that time that you first 2 to 3 years of your life was never recorded in your hard drive of your brain. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that's clear as mud. But yeah, that's an interesting theory that your brain and your body, your body's here to move you around the earth. And your brain is here, to, be your computer on this earth, and all that, and to store all your memories, like basically like a computer. And your body's like a machine, and your brain is like the computer that runs the machine and stores all the memory, right? Just exactly like a computer. Biological computer is what we are. A biological machine with a hard drive memory. Yeah, I guess if you think why we created the computer was after our own brains, right? How's the old doggy going? Still the old doggy? Oh shit! You know your dog was dying. No, don't. How's the chicken coop, man? That's what I want to know. How them chickens make it through the winter? How many chickens did you have to butcher and eat? Feed them to the boy. That boy. Yeah, I finally got to see the boy last time, man. He was growing up. Man, they grow up so fast. Like my buddy Kevin, his daughter's like, I don't know, 12 or 13 years old now. They grow up so fast, man. I remember she was just a little toddler. Yep. Sad. But no, it's also wonderful to watch a kid grow up. They're so much fun when they're little kids. Teenagers are a pain in the balls, man. If you're lucky, you got a good teenager. But most teenagers are fucking stupid as fuck. I know I was. And I never grew out of it. I'm just not quite, I just barely grew out of it enough to survive. But, barely survived. Because technically I shouldn't be alive today. So, yeah. I'm living on bonus time for the last 40 years. I should have been dead 40 years ago. I don't know how the hell. Skin and bones, but still here. Yeah. Man. I'm trying to fucking cut down on my fucking intake of food. That's one way to survive. So yeah, but it's been years. I pretty much only eat 2 meals a day. Humans don't need to eat 3 meals a day. I eat an early dinner, it kind of takes care of and a late breakfast, right? I eat breakfast like at the last minute before I have to go do my thing or whatever. And then I eat dinner early. So I think that's the better way to do it, man, because you have time to digest before you sleep instead of going to sleep with like undigested food in your stomach. But I do that often enough too. Don't have much problem with it. But I think the most important thing is just to fucking exercise, man. Just get exercise any way you can, and get sunlight. Let's say they tell us that we need to avoid the sun. They're liars. They want us to die. That's why they tell us to avoid the sun and slather yourself in sunscreen. No. I don't know. I guess some people, but I just don't think sunscreen is good for your fucking skin at all, man. No, it's just my opinion. I could be wrong, man. But I don't use it at all. And I'm in the sun quite a bit. Yes, my brain is like a computer from the 80s. Big but slow and clunky. Yeah. But you know what? It stores every memory in the hard drive. It's just hard to recover it. You see. But no, it's a good joke, but really, there's not a computer in the world that could touch the human brain. I mean, they can do things that the human brain cannot do, mostly dealing with speed and stuff. But other than that, computers can't touch even the stupidest human brain. Ken said he picked up a new car the other day on the road again. Nice. After 3 years, good for you. Yeah, having a car, man, it's like a double-edged sword. It's lovely to have a car you can just jump in and drive, but man, the price here in America, man, fuck. The insurance is the worst part of it. And of course, they're constantly raising our fucking rates, man. They just want they're vampires sucking the fucking blood out of us, man. And it's like mandatory fucking. If you don't have it and you get caught driving, your ass goes to jail. They don't fuck around anymore. They want their fucking extortion money, and yeah. When I was a kid, you didn't have to have insurance. It wasn't mandatory. Shortly into my adulthood, it became mandatory. But it wasn't that, you could get caught driving insurance back in them days. It wasn't that big of a deal. Now it's fucking like you're a fucking murderer if you get caught driving without insurance. They're going to lock you up and throw away the key, man. It's like a serious offense. Driving without insurance. My God. Yeah. It's a very irresponsible thing to do, man. But they keep raising our rates, man. So we can't afford it. And they don't want people to drive, man. Going to drive up to the cafe here soon, get a hamburger. God damn, that sounds good, man. I haven't had a hamburger in a long time, man. A friend is working here, so he knows how to make the perfect burger. Wow. Sounds fucking awesome, man. I wish I could afford to go buy a fucking hamburger. You know? If you're, if I go get a hamburger up at the restaurant, the closest restaurant to me, it's going to cost me like $30. So yeah, I don't fucking eat out at all anymore. Mr. Joe Dirt.
Hey, how's it going, bud? How's it going,
Man,
guys?
You look like a youngster.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll take every lie you can give me.
Look.
So how's it going? How'd the week go? I forgot last time we talked.
It's been an interesting couple weeks since the last time I was on. I took last week off. Man. Took a little spring break. But,
hey, happy late birthday.
Yeah, I had my birthday a couple weeks ago, man. It was nice. Yep.
Yeah, I forgot to say that when my buddies were over, but happy late birthday, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. Yep, I'm 27.
Oh, fuck. That must make me what, 25? Yeah, you just keep lying to me. Make me feel good.
$0 for a burger. God, Ken Robinson. So he gets free hamburgers? Damn.
Oh man, I'd question that meat.
That's what my mom told me about some of my girlfriends.
Hey, Rotman, nothing's free in this world.
Dude, that's what my mom told me about some of my girlfriends.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah. Seriously. The problem is, I'm sure half your girlfriends said the same thing to you. Sorry, you rolled into that one.
My mom would be like, "What are you doing hanging around with that fucking tramp?" Man, mom, she's a freak.
Oh, no.
My mom was a pretty cool lady.
Man, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll flip the camera around. But yeah.
Snow. Is that snow? Damn.
It's fucking snow.
Oh no. Oh well, it's April, man. You gotta expect that.
No, I don't. No, I don't. It's planting season.
Where I live, that's what it usually looks like in April, but not this year.
I don't live there. I'll trade you.
Yeah, right here this year, man, we're fucking high and dry. It's scary how dry it is here.
Oh, I don't know how the hell the farmers are going to plant their crops,
No, they're not. It's gonna be bad. A lot of places. Yeah.
Oh, everything's going shit, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
everything's going to shit.
You think it's bad now? Wait till this time next year if we're still here.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
man, it's gonna be bad.
I planted a whole bunch of plants, but my seeds, they're like fucking 6-7 years old. So out of a couple hundred seeds, I only got a couple plants,
No.
So yeah, so I don't know. I gotta go buy some more tomato seeds.
At least that snow represents some kind of moisture.
Yeah.
But
no, I got them in the sunroom, Nothing really sprouted. The seeds are so old. And I'm not talking pot. I'm talking like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, none of it. It's all old seeds. Well.
You're like trying to plant a salad garden.
Yeah, I should have known better, but I was too cheap to open my new ones.
Damn.
And then my patience.
How did the chickens do through the winter?
Lost one.
Only one? Oh, fuck. That's great.
And he was sick going into winter, so.
Yeah?
It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, probably still average at least 20 eggs a day.
20 eggs? Wow.
Yeah, the dogs are getting fat.
You give them dogs?
Yeah, I'll show you.
What else?
Dogs are. Dogs are getting fat. Look at that fat ass. Oh, he still ain't got no ass, but that one's got a fat ass. You know? Look at that. They're waddling. They're waddling.
They're waddling.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that got plenty of energy for the summer.
Oh, yeah. They're scratching at the door. That's for sure.
So, yeah. Did you let them run wild?
Well, yeah. They don't go anywhere. They stay in this perimeter.
You don't have a fenced-in yard?
No, they don't go beyond 100 feet.
Uh-huh.
For the most part. Not at all.
Is there any busy roads around your house?
Yeah. No, they'd have to go down the road for that. They don't leave the yard, honestly.
Uh-huh.
So they're pretty good that way.
Well, no, I only had my dog for a few months when he fucking jumped the fence and ran away.
Well, that's why when you got a good dog, it's time to get another dog, because the traits of the good dog rub off on the other dog, and they kind of teach it. You know, you stay in the yard, they stay in the yard.
Yeah.
But if you got a dog that runs, don't go out and get another dog, because the dog will teach that dog how to run.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a gamble.
Uh-huh. So yeah, my dog, he hasn't run. I had to reinforce all my fences. You know.
Oh yeah.
So
Cool.
So that he couldn't just hop right over them.
Right.
That's a lot of work. That took like months of work to do that. But it was
worth it. Yeah.
You know, and then now the moose don't come anymore.
I'm not having a beer with you tonight, but you're in my thoughts anyway.
Oh yeah, fucking cheers.
Easter's coming up tomorrow. I haven't really been feeling the greatest, so I just haven't had nothing.
Are you gonna be hiding Easter eggs for your boy?
No, that fucker's too old. He gets eggs every day. I'm sure the last thing he wants to do is look for another egg.
Come on, Ollie. Still have an egg hunt.
He has an Easter egg hunt every single day of his life. I'm sure tomorrow I'm just gonna not put him on egg duty, and we'll call that Easter. How about this for Easter? You don't have to look for an egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I miss Easter when we went back in the day, man. It was special, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't think people really give a shit about Easter anymore too much.
No. Dude, I did Easter as an adult still, man.
Yeah.
My family used to always buy plastic eggs, and you'd put $1 or $2 or a $5 in there. Man, I was like 25, 30 years old, still running around pushing kids out of my way to get them eggs.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of like.
Nah, that was fun though. Yeah. I'm trying to get enough to pay the electric bill.
Hell yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Where did they get all the money though?
Well, I don't know.
Easter money?
Yeah, Easter money, man.
Easter bunny money.
Oh, yeah, those were good times, man.
Yeah,
them times are gone, though, man. Them times are gone.
Yep. I never really. I remember hiding Easter eggs for a few like nephews and shit. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
No, I bought some steaks. I figured we'll eat steaks tomorrow. Never ate steaks on it before, but I figured, well, it's something that I can never afford. Maybe once a year, I guess. We'll try it.
Yeah, and the price of steaks nowadays, my God.
Yeah. And I ate canned ham all week already. I don't want to eat no ham. I'm so sick of freaking turkey, so I just figured we'll do this.
If I have to eat turkey again, I swear to God,
I know. I swear to God, I'm gonna pass out.
I don't know if I'll die, but I'll pass out
Yeah.
after I vomit. So I choke on my vomit, and then I'll die.
Yeah, I didn't say I was eating chiclets.
Chiclets.
Oh, yeah, the whole world's going to shit real quick on us, ain't it?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I can barely notice the difference, honestly, because it was already shit. But boy, oh boy, it's looking even worse.
But yeah, there was quite a while there where I didn't have much to talk about. It was just boring. There was nothing going on.
Man.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Now there's 3 things every day. Oh, yeah. Fuck, I wish them aliens would hurry up and beam me out of here.
Shit's happening real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking pretty. That's all I know, man.
It's happening at fucking New York Stock at second rates.
I really don't know how Rotman's doing.
Yeah,
I hear he bought a new car, but
yeah.
where the hell are you going to get the gas, man? I heard Australia's running gas out. So it's like, fuck.
Have you heard that they're like watering down the gas now?
Yeah, well, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I've also seen it.
They're going from 10 to 15% ethanol.
Yeah. Oh, is that what them numbers mean? I didn't know what them numbers meant.
Some people are running out of gas faster than normal, and like some people, it's having a bad effect on people's cars. Yeah. They wanted to kill all the old cars off.
So the dogs are on to something.
They want to destroy your engine with their fucked up gasoline.
Oh, hell, they destroy our engines just by putting together the modern shit nowadays. They don't need no help.
It's all into an electric car, right?
Yeah.
You can afford it.
Oh, Minnesota's got a bill to where if you own a classic car or a classic motorcycle, shovel head, pan head, a classic car, you can only drive it on the weekends. I'm serious, unless you get a special permit from them to drive it on a daily basis.
So you got, oh my God.
Yeah, ain't that something?
You see where it's going, man.
Yeah, they're getting you out of your car anyway.
They don't want people driving, man. They want people looking out of their private vehicles. They want you taking public transportation or working from home or riding a skateboard. I don't know, anything but driving a car.
No, they don't even want you outside. So pretty soon,
they want you outside.
No.
Stay in your house. Just go to school with your fucking, what do they call it?
E-learning.
Video conferencing.
Yeah, e-learning.
Yeah, that too. And also, yeah, they do the, what do they call that website where they e-conferencing? Like everybody gets on.
Well, he just said it. I don't know. E-conference.
No, but
conference call. Yep.
There's a name for it.
A conference call.
There's a certain particular website that they all use. Somebody knows what it is.
I don't know. I've never been that important. I never got invited to that show.
No, you never had to go to court through the internet or nothing.
No, thank God. Better knock on wood right now.
Yeah, there's a word for it. It's a website that they use.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I have no fucking idea, man. I don't know.
During COVID, for kids to go to school, they would go to school through their computers.
Yeah, e-learning.
Right now,
Yeah, they call that e-learning here. Yeah, no, nothing's looking cool though, man. All I can think is I remember a phrase in the Bible to where it says, pray none of this shit happens in winter, and here it is snowing and we're bombing, and it's like, oh, I think we're in the winter. I think we done fucked up, gentlemen. Oh, yeah, it's not
we
looking good.
had a pretty cool storm come through the last couple of days. We just got
Well,
a
how'd
little,
you,
just got a
what'd you,
little bit of snow, like barely enough to cover the ground, you know.
uh,
The wind just
wind or
blew.
anything?
Yeah, we had wind,
Yeah.
and it was cold, man. The wind was cold
Oh,
yesterday.
it's like probably 25 degrees right now here. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, we got down in the 20s, and it was cold, and the wind was blowing. I
Yeah,
walked my dog this morning. I was fucking freezing my ass off.
yeah, it's 25 here right now.
Kind of feel good though, man.
Yeah, no, I don't like to freeze at all, man. It don't feel good to me.
As long as you're doing physical exercise, you know, if you're just sitting there freezing,
Oh,
it's no good.
yeah.
You're generating body heat a little bit, you know, so you can survive. But if you're like just stuck sitting somewhere in that kind of weather, you could die.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. If I want to generate body heat,
right out of your body, you know.
I think I'd rather be a beach bum.
But yeah, this winter was the windiest fucking winter we've ever had.
Yeah, it was windy, wasn't it?
By far, man. There's no, but every winter's gotten windier and windier and windier like this year. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, you just sit here going like, here comes the evil fucking wind again. Is my house gonna blow over this time?
You're giving me flashbacks, man. Settle down.
God, it was very, I mean, it was fucking, you know, traumatic, dude. It was a traumatic experience going through that shit.
Oh, that wind blows with the snow, and it's like sandpaper.
These were wind events that were like hurricanes. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, trees were blowing over everywhere.
Oh, man.
Oh, the winds were like 110 miles an hour. I mean,
that's nasty.
Just wouldn't stop. You know, the power's out. You can't sleep with that fucking. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah. I lived up here for like the whole 21st century. Never experienced anything like this winter, man. With these four really, and then just
no, I thought it was all in my head, but this was a nasty winter overall. The snow never left, and it just keeps coming.
See, yeah, that's it. We didn't get very much snow, man. Precious little snow we got.
Well, it dried up here pretty nice for about a week, and that was it. And then it started snowing, raining, sleeting, and it hasn't stopped in like 4 days now, 5 days.
Yeah, I can imagine. We were getting part of that shit here, I think.
I mean, it's warm enough so where it ain't a foot of snow. It's only maybe 3-4 inches right now, but it didn't stop though. It's still coming. It's just warm enough to where it melts enough, but it's never left.
It's like that time of year, you're like, God damn, I want some nice weather, but it just never comes.
Yeah,
June.
The fact that I want it, I know I'm screwed and I'm not getting it.
Yeah, that's how it was here last year, man. Last spring, it never warmed up till like June.
Yeah.
It didn't get real cold, but we didn't get no nice sunny warm weather either, you know, until it was just kind of chilly and windy and like not nice to be outside for most of the spring. There's that fat ass dog. What's up, buddy?
Big fat ass.
Now that dog ain't fat, man.
Oh shit. He don't got a freaking bone in his body right there.
Big bone, yeah, he's big boned, muscular.
He's like, let me the hell inside.
That ain't fat, that's solid muscle, motherfucker.
Yeah. There's the quiet one.
So what? You got 2 dogs?
Well, there's 3, but Buster's inside. Yeah, Buster's all skin and bones, man. I don't know how much longer he's got. Couldn't tell you how much longer he's got.
Yeah.
Maybe a few months, maybe a week. I don't know.
Yeah, he's on his way out.
Yeah,
Ready?
I mean, he still gets sparks of life to where he jumps like a puppy, but dude, his butt's like this big. He's so skin and bones,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Yeah, he ain't got much time left.
No, his butt's like this big, and his chest is this big. You know,
I've seen dogs do that.
that's
Yeah.
not a good sign.
They usually don't live long after that. Yeah.
No.
They get like real weak and shit.
Yeah. 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 We had a race. And apparently I'm winning. Oh well.
He don't, and his appetite goes down.
Yeah, he don't eat. He don't eat nothing. He'll eat a dog bone. He'll eat something you give him, but he won't eat no dog food or nothing like that.
Yeah. You got to give him fresh killed chicken, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd eat that. Yeah.
Yeah. Time when my dog was fucked up and I gave him some chicken for a while. He recovered. But he wasn't dying of old age, you know. He was recovering from injury, you know.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I miss Dingo.
Yeah.
That was a good boy.
Yeah, he was a great dog, man. I liked him.
Yeah. All right. No use in crying over in our beers. Yeah.
Luckily, I buried him in my backyard, man. So, but technically, I still have him.
Well, good. Good.
Yeah, he's still here.
No, I just had to pop on and say hi to you guys.
I was thinking about taking him out in the woods and just leaving him, letting animals eat him.
Right. Yeah, nah, I don't think I could do that.
That was too much of a hassle, man. So I was like, I'm gonna dig a hole in the backyard and bury him.
Yeah.
I buried him like 4 to 5 feet underground.
Holy hell. That's a 2-day grave.
Yeah, it didn't take. It was surprisingly, I found the one spot on the property that's easy to dig on for some reason.
Well, an old septic mound? No.
I don't know what it was, but it was. I didn't hit any rocks. It was like kind of like soft. It was probably like, you know, been deposited by like old riverbeds or whatever, you know.
I'll tell you what, you better start planting your tomato plants there.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
No. At least the dog keeps on giving.
I should grow some tomato plants. Man, I love tomatoes.
Yeah.
And the ones you buy in the store are fucking shit. They're way overpriced.
I hear an owl right over there.
Very rarely I get a tomato from the grocery store that has any flavor whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know, like
they are kind of flavorless, aren't they?
Very rarely I'll get one. I say, "Oh, that tomato's got some flavor, nice."
Yeah. Like I got a bell pepper the other day. They wanted $2.50.
A bell, yeah, really.
It's like, what the fuck?
That's fucking ridiculous, man.
I still remember 4 for $1.
So that's gone up 100%. Oh, yeah. That's like 1,000%.
I know, right? They used to be like a quarter. Fucking 50 cents was expensive.
10 times. They got up 10 times.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. No, it's going to hell in a handbasket real quick, man.
You got to grow your own food, I guess, is what the moral of the story is.
Yeah.
People have their own self-sufficient, living off grid right now, are laughing at the rest of us right now, for sure.
Oh. Well, at this point, I'm gonna
You know what?
fucking paint a bullseye above the house and just say, "Just
Powers that
knock
be,
me out. I don't want to live through this shit."
they make it hard on people to be self sufficient. You know, they pass laws against it and shit.
No one's truly self sufficient. I don't care what anyone says. You're still probably going to town for gas, or you're still buying a box of macaroni. No one's really truly self sufficient. There's only a few people,
The
probably.
goal is to be as self sufficient as you possibly can. Right? To grow as
Yeah.
much food as you possibly can.
Yeah.
I don't do it. You know, I'm just saying that's the goal of a lot of these people that are like, you know, off gridders and shit.
Yeah.
And like they'll have like chickens and sheep and fucking.
Well, you know, I guess you could say I was off grid at one time, but I never felt like that. I still had to go to town for some food. I still had to go to town for kerosene.
Yeah.
You know, you're never really off grid.
Yeah. If you can like do trade and barter, you know, that's really hard. If you could grow enough food that you could sell some and use that money to buy those other things, you know. There's no easy answers, man. Joe froze up. I thought he was just taking a huge hit puff off his cigarette.
My there?
I could hear you. There you are.
Oh, I froze up. Huh? Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. No, I just want to say
It kind of, but yeah, it would be nice. You know, where I live, it would be really hard to grow my own food, man. Since we have such a short growing season. Too much rock. The soil's not really good for it. Yeah, and it's just too cold.
Just mute my camera. Maybe that.
Couldn't catch you there, brother. I lost you.
Yeah.
Well, we lost Mr. Dirt. Thanks for stopping by, JD. Yeah, nice talk. Nice talk. Always nice to talk to Mr. Joe Dirt. Fuck yeah. On that note, man, thanks everybody. Where are we at? Almost an hour and a half. I think that's a good place to wrap her up. Appreciate all you people for hanging out. Oh, Joe's back. Hold on.
Any good?
Hey, we did get him back. Nice.
Any good?
Yeah. For a minute there. Now you're good again. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just hope everyone stays safe, man, and prepare for the worst because it don't look that great.
Not looking great now. The situation.
No,
right now.
it's not.
Yeah.
Get to know your neighbors.
For some old fuckers like us, who cares, right? But I feel bad for the younger people, like the boy and shit.
Yeah.
They want to have a life, man.
Well, there's no promises there at this point.
I mean, it's sad. Look at the situation they got to deal with. This economy, man. No one can afford to buy a house, man. No. People can hardly afford to rent a fucking place if they can find a place to rent.
Yeah. And don't think your parents' house if they're in debt, because you'll have to buy your own fucking house you lived in all your life, too. They got you 10 ways from Sunday, man.
No one can buy a house today, man, unless you're doing really well. Unless you're like in the top 20, 30, 40% of the population, maybe, or even worse.
Yeah. But even they're all in debt.
Yeah. Unless you're in the top 10%. I think only the top 10% are really like just whatever. We're talking multi-millionaires, people that are.
And if you are a free player, my
Yeah,
God,
and
don't go to the
$10 million.
hospital in the last 6 months. Because in the hospital will take your shit.
Yeah, it's just so ridiculous.
It's cool. Cool.
And who can afford insurance, and then the insurance covers less and less and less.
Oh, you gotta have insurance.
You gotta have insurance. I don't know.
Oh, I just drive everywhere. Yeah, you can't afford that shit either.
I can't afford it.
They'll get you in every direction.
Yeah, the only
And
my
then-
life is, my insurance policy is if I get sick, I fucking die. That's all there is to it.
Well, why do you think we're always at well?
Oh, lost Joe again. But yeah, it's just no one can afford to get sick and survive. But no, I know a lot of people that have. It's getting harder and harder. That's for damn sure. But yeah. Joe Dirt crashed again. Yes. Anyways, yeah, we're at the hour and a half. I think that's long enough, man. Love everybody for hanging out. Ken Rotman, Mr. Lee Freeman. Not to mention Super Dwayne. Where's my other boy? Eric Salveson. And Jorgen Becker. It's the whole crowd tonight. Could name them all off. Appreciate you guys, man. That's why I'm here, man. Because I like talking to you guys. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up. And we'll talk to you next time. Love you.